everybody, how are we doing on this lovely Thursday? Welcome to my Thursday live, where we've got a really great one today. We've got a really fun one, and it's one of these kind of hot topics, isn't it? That, are you keeping yourself poor? And that sounds a bit harsh, I know, but today it's going to be, I'm sharing with you how you could be stopping yourself getting the income and the wealth that you deserve. And we've got some great exercises to do today for you to do something about it as well. So drop me a hey if you are here live. Just let me know. Hey Terry, lovely to see you. Drop me a hey in the comments so I know you're here. And let's just give you a wave there as well. Pop them it in. And if you're catching up on replay, just put a hashtag replay and catch up later on today. So yes, hey Terry, lovely to see you. Really nice to see you here. So, hey Andrea, lovely to see you. Really nice to see you. So, this topic that we've got here, this is, not earning kind of your worth. It's not very fun, is it? It limits your choices. You kind of want this, you did your business because you want to work less, earn more. And, actually this whole kind of psyche that we have about, not earning our worth. Hey Liz, nice to see you. It limits our choices and it limits kind of why we were doing what we were doing in the first place. And lots of people actually cap their income and their earnings. And they just don't allow themselves, they don't give themselves permission to actually earn what they should be earning. The wealth and abundance that they actually desire, they don't give themselves permission. And actually lots of people cap their limit. They put a cap on their own ability to earn something. And this is called your energetic income cap, or your energetic income level, or your upper limit. There's various sort of names for it, and I can imagine that people are going, what the heck is that? What the heck's that all about? But it's really that we are all programmed. We've all got a kind of a programming side about the amount of money that we will allow ourselves to actually give ourselves, to make, to have, to receive, what you're allowing yourself to earn. And it sounds really bizarre, doesn't it? But we do cap our own limit. So even if, we're thinking that we want a certain amount, we've got an internal cap on ourselves. And we've got to break through that, because that's when we, at the moment, that's why you start self-sabotaging and keeping yourself at a lower level than you want. And it brings everything back to the level that you're comfortable with. So this comfort zone, So I'm going to go through a couple of things now, and just let me know in the comments if any of these resonate with you. If any of these, as I'm saying them, if they sound familiar to you. So the one, no matter how, what you do or how hard you work, you always seem to be ending up earning the same amount each month or year. It kind of balances it out. So, you hardly pay yourself anything. So you don't value yourself enough to pay yourself. You might have an amazing day or amazing month, with lots of, extra sales coming in, and you kind of then go on a high. And then what happens the following month, you're back to square one again, where you started. So that's another sign. It's one of the typical signs of, when you are kind of hitting your income ceiling, when you're hitting that. So let me know in the comments if any of these are, resonate with you. Or, another one which, has happened to me a few times in the past, and you have to break through it, is it's resonating with you, Terry. That sometimes you get this unexpected amount of money, and then all of a sudden, just as you think, right, okay, I can start taking the foot off the pedal now, off the brake, if you like, I can actually start thinking about how I'm going to spend this money that I've earned for myself. You've got this cash that's come to you, and then all of a sudden, the washing machine breaks, or your car breaks down, or, you need a new printer all of a sudden, and suddenly, these unexpected costs come in as well. Or you get some high paying clients, and you suddenly think, yeah, I've busted through now because I've got my high end clients coming in. So you gain a new high paying client, and then all of a sudden, and then COVID comes along. Yay, Andrea, exactly that. And what happens to our CAP? But yeah, you also have clients coming in, and then all of a sudden you maybe lose some of your older ones. So you're still getting that same monthly income. It's the same with what's happening with COVID. Let me know with anyone, as has their income kind of stayed the same still throughout COVID, or has it gone in spikes? Has he still kind of had anything going on? Because these are all what we're kind of getting on a monthly basis, as we'll see in a minute, is kind of a great indication of where we've capped ourselves, where we are potentially self-sabotaging. Because what generally tends to happen is, as we're getting close to that income level, things start averaging back out again and pulling it back down. Knowing, okay, that's not great, is it, Andrea? Not great for you. We're in really these unprecedented times, aren't we, at the moment? Lots of incomes are going up and down right now. Okay, so onto this. If you think about your own earnings, and if you think about them for the kind of the last couple of years, let's just say, so taking the current situation out of it, have you sort of stagnated? Have you earned very similar amounts year on year, going up a little, but then your outgoings go up a little bit as well? No income for you either since lockdown, Terry. Okay, well, we're gonna do some exercises today, and these are going to be some great exercises for you to just start challenging what's going on inside for you. So hopefully you'll find these useful for you. So just let me know in the comments if any of those that I talked about, any of those resonated with you. Do you think that you may have, you've kind of earning similar amounts year on year? Because the first step is actually to be aware of it, is to be aware of kind of, what your income cap may be, and then you've got to know that actually you're blocking your own highest potential. It's it's something that we do ourselves. Like I said, it's not great to hear, but it is a lot of this is an inside job, not an outside job. I also want to reassure you that none of this that we're talking about, it doesn't have to be a life sentence. Overcoming it actually is more in control than you realise. You're more in your control than you realise. And once we're aware that we're perhaps doing this, that we are capping ourselves, then we can work out where that ceiling came from. Because it's been programmed into us. It's been programmed into us, because the reality is that, all of this, it has nothing to do with the money that you make. It's actually your own internal mindset, your inner stuff that's going on. And all of this has, particularly at this current time, it has the impact of then devaluing us. You start justifying and rationalising not having the earnings that you want. You start giving away, hey Debbie, lovely to see you. You start giving away your time. You start giving away your value, your knowledge and your skills. Who here, is giving stuff away for free at the moment, without kind of then not linking it to something that's paid for, where there's not an exchange? Let me know at the moment if you are kind of, you're bargaining with your prices, or, you're giving away lots of stuff for, you're becoming the freebie queen, for instance. Just let me know if that's something that, you're finding you find yourself, doing. Because when you're like that, that's when you don't feel good enough to earn money. And the big one then is when we start self-sabotaging because of that. And this is where we unconsciously, we do things to make the achievements completely impossible. So hi Chantal, lovely to see you. It's hard to know for sure, as people don't tend to disclose how much they earn, but it looks like rates in my line of it doesn't no, it's not let me see the rest of that, Chantal. So as you know, the rates in your line of work, have they gone up or have they gone down? And you're right, people don't disclose things at the moment. Or you get the ones that are going, yeah, I'm earning, you know, 2 million quid a year or whatever, and it's all really easy. But it all comes down to your ability, you know, your belief in your ability to actually achieve that too. So we can actually all increase our income cap, and we're going to do that today. Let me know what else you put on there, Chantal, or I'll pick it up later because I can't see the rest of it. It stops me on when we're doing the live, seeing all of it. But, you know, we do have this kind of this tendency to, you know, unconsciously do things to make the achieving of what we want, you know, our goal, impossible. And, you know, when I say we do things, this is where we kind of, you know, we procrastinate or, you know, we put things off. We start doing all of the nice fancy things. So we're perfecting our website. We're updating things on Canva. All the things that are actually not money-making activities. You know, we job hop. We take on too much. We even take on lower earning contracts or lower earning job levels, you know, just to get the money. You know, and we've got this kind of scattered and distracted approach when we're doing that. And that's where we're self-sabotaging. We're unconsciously doing things to not let us hit our potential. It's bizarre, isn't it? It's completely bizarre that we would do this. Oh, so rates are now lower with fewer clients hiring. Okay, so we're going to do an exercise on that. So stay with me, Chantal, because we'll do that at the end today. We've got an exercise that you can do to kind of blast through that. You know, because a lot of this stuff is that we've put it on ourselves. I know we're in difficult circumstances right now, but a lot of it we are also then start self-sabotaging because there are opportunities in everything. But we can, you know, our income cap is one of these inbuilt things that we've got to really crack open. Got to crack it wide open. You know, because often we can be a bit, you know, we're working really hard and we've not got anything to show for it. And we're then vague about our money and our success. You know, where we don't actually have an idea of, you know, a full idea of how much we earn or how much we need, how much we have. And it's kind of this wishful thinking thing, you know. So these are some of these elements of self-sabotage that we do so that we kind of justify it. We're trying to justify it. You know, some people even kind of, you know, sabotage by believing money is really bad and that there's actually a virtue of staying, you know, earning a low level. Earning, you know, not earning enough. So they kind of say, I don't want the big house. I don't want this. And that's just an element of self-sabotage again. And it's down to self-worth when it's like that. You know, your belief in your ability to achieve it. Let me know if any of these are you know, are resonating with you when we're doing that. Because, you know, this is where people start, you know, they make do. They settle. Almost ashamed to admit that money matters to them. And we're running businesses here, so money's got to matter to you, you know. Yes, there are reasons why you run your business, but one of them's got to be that you're making some money. And a lot of people are actually ashamed to admit that actually they want money. You know, that they want to make money, they don't want to make a lot of money. And, you know, what will people say? Or, you know, will they think I'm greedy for wanting more? So we've got lots of reasons why we kind of self-sabotage. Or rather, you know, self-sabotage gives us these reasons. And, you know, this feeling of being judged or people not liking us because we've got money all of a sudden. You know, so almost afraid of success as well. Afraid of success as well as failure. So we're going to do an exercise now. We're going to do an exercise. And just to start with, I want you to just, because, you know, just have a think about here. I want you to just, if you are in a place where you can kind of just sit quietly with your eyes closed, I want you to actually think about now, just think about imagining £5,000 a year. Just think about £5,000 a year. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? So just think about that. Now I want you to think about earning £10,000 a year. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings about that? I've got all of this scripted out, so I need to go through this. So we've got it here. Okay, so what now? 25,000. So take it up to 25,000 now. Imagine earning 25,000 a year. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? We're taking it up again. Imagine now earning £50,000 a year. Now £75,000 a year. £100,000 a year. Just imagine earning that. How does it feel? What are your thoughts? We're going to take it up again. I'm going to take this up to 250,000. Now 500,000. Now £1 million. Imagine earning £1 million a year. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? So what comes up for you when we did that exercise? What comes up for you? Just pop it all in. Pop anything in the comments. What you discovered with that. You know, did you have was there a certain figure that you got uncomfortable with? You know, maybe you were scared at the lower numbers because you're kind of like, I don't want to go anywhere near those numbers. You know, I want to be earning far more than those. But then it made you maybe question then, is that where you're at? So have a think about that. Maybe you were scared at the lower numbers. Maybe you just can't imagine earning that higher amount and believing that you can achieve it. Or maybe you lost your nerve when I got past a certain figure and just blew that one out the water. You know, with those higher numbers, do you actually start thinking, oh gosh, I don't want that because it's going to affect my quality of life, or, you know, I've got to be working all the time. Yeah, so some amount seems so high it's inconceivable. So what was your discomfort number? You know, what was your discomfort number? Find out, make a note of it yourself so you know what your discomfort number actually was. What's the bit where you kind of go, anything past that, there's no way I'm going to get it? Or, you know, what are the feelings that it you know, comes up for you? Because your income and your workload and things like that is solely based on your inner value. It's what you place on yourself. So 250,000, your thoughts were, what, me? Yeah. They're so high, inconceivable. Yeah. What coming up? You know? And that's what, you know, all of this stuff. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, okay, we moved on. Over 100,000 was uncomfortable for you. So Arena, £500,000 a year. Is that where your discomfort level came in? You know, because actually, you know, this is why I do such a lot of the money stuff, the belief stuff, when in my programs. You know, because we're trying to find out what your inner beliefs are around it. So 250,000 would be sweet. Yeah, you got the discomfort. You know, all of this stuff, these are your imposed beliefs that you've created yourself, you know. And once you've created that ceiling, you know, that cap, we can totally break through it. We can. You know, and that's why I really work on the money mindset stuff in the 6-week group coaching program. You know, because it is core. Because, you know, we don't just touch the surface in it. We get to the root cause. We get to the root cause of your beliefs, you know, your limitations, your unconscious beliefs that are working against you. Because in order to get to that level, you've got to release something. You've got to release something. It's usually fear, self-doubt, you know, fear of failure, lack of confidence, etc., expectations from others. There's a story that you've got to release to get yourself to that next level. You know, and during the program, we work on the thing that's stopping you moving to that next level so that you can release it. You know, so you can, because these are like anchors. These are like weights weighing you down right now. And it does cause this discomfort when you start thinking, oh, yeah, we do go deep in the group, don't we, Irina? Yeah, it's great. It's a great group, isn't it? It's running at the moment. The Mega Success Mindset Accelerator is running at the moment, and it's absolutely fab. And I'm already seeing shifts already, and we've only been going this week. So it's fantastic. And we're going to go even deeper, you know, because money mindset is absolutely crucial. It's absolutely crucial. You know, you need to start questioning your own inner value. What are you placing on yourself? What do you believe that you're actually worth, you know, with that? So that was the first exercise. That's the first exercise that we did there. You know, finding out where your discomfort level is. We're going to take that even further now. Let's just see what we've got coming up. Okay, so Chantal, oftentimes earning more means scaling up and being responsible for hiring other people. Yeah, and that's possibly not for everyone. And again, that's another way that you will self-sabotage. So, you know, when you're getting to the point where you're thinking, actually, the only way that I will really go to the next level is actually taking on people, we then get this kind of, something comes in again, doesn't it? Where we kind of go, oh, but then, you know, if I hire somebody, then I've got to sit down and show them what to do or go through it all. And then it's kind of like, you know, going through it all and training them or and then you've got to release some of the control that you've got. And you kind of go, and sometimes, you know, people don't like that. They want to be, especially running your own business, it's about them passing on to somebody else. And that sometimes people find challenging to do it. Yeah, Debbie, woohoo, we're bringing it on. We really are bringing it on. You haven't seen nothing yet, girl. You haven't seen nothing yet. We've got loads more to go. And we're going to do another exercise as well today, because we're going to do some work to actually get you blasting through the cap already today. So it's a great exercise. And again, you know, this is something that, you know, just play around with it, you know, go back over this video later on as well and do it again and again, because it's a great exercise to keep pushing you. Because, you know, this isn't something, unfortunately, I can't just wave a magic wand and get rid of this cap just like that. It's not going to happen, you know, so I'm sorry I can't do that for you. But what we can do is do an exercise that can consistently start breaking the walls down. And that's what you want to be aiming to do. So we are going to do another exercise. I've got some more things for you to do now. And you're going to want to be, again here, you're going to be somewhere where you can actually sit quietly, because we're going to do a visualization exercise. So if you can't do it now, you know, come back to it later on. But we will do a visualization exercise. So we're actually going to, you know, push through this now. So you're a professional salesman, so don't mind that. You need to sit down and work out how outsourcing could work out. I can't read that again. Is it on a practical level? I can't see that. To do that, you know, it's just another way that some people, when they get to the limit that they've got programmed in, they find ways, they find excuses. So it's not blatantly obvious. They're not going to sit there and go, oh, it's because I've now suddenly got to hire people, I must have reached my cap. It doesn't, it's all much more subtle than that. And we really stop ourselves. You know, when you're at that point, you've got to keep pushing and pushing this limit. So are you ready? We're going to test out your income cap, and we're going to discover what your current income level is. So we've got I've got a money thermostat exercise that we're going to do here. So the first thing you're going to do is, what's the figure? What's your current income? The number, yeah, practical. You came out a bit weird to that. Okay, so I want you to think about, what's your current income? What's the number that you are used to receiving every month? And just think about this. I don't want you to overthink it. You're just going to come with whatever comes to mind. And if it goes up and down, you know, because as business owners, we should be tracking what we've got coming in every month. So it's really important actually to track your income. So if it goes up and down, just average it out so that you know what you are, you know, what's your number, where your number is, that you kind of average out what the number is that you never seem to go beyond every month, you know, or what you see in your bank account. So get that number. Including, yeah, absolutely, but all of it. So this is your number that you are used to seeing every single month. Okay, so like I said, it might be go up a bit one month and come down. So just average it out. So that what's the number that you're getting used to seeing every month? So this is your energetic income number. This is your thermostat. That's where your money thermostat is set to at the moment. Now, I don't want you to share that actual number, just so that you know it. But just let me know now that you're aware of, you've got your number. Just tell me that you've got your number. Because, you know, being conscious of it, being consciously aware of what that figure is, that's the first start. And it makes it really, you know, it's a really powerful exercise. It actually breaks down the power of it just by you becoming aware of it. So that's your first thing, is to think about your number. So great, you've got your number. This is the number that you don't consistently go above. Great, you've got your number. So this is the number that you've got capped at the moment. We are now going to create some expansion around that number. You know that cap. It's hard. You know, it's harder for you to make more at the moment. So that's your cap that you've placed on yourself. So everybody's got your number. Okay. So again, if you're in a safe place to do so, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in and out. And just think of that number. Bring that number to mind for you. The number you've just come up with, bring it to the forefront of your mind. And what's the visual representation of that number for you? You know, see it as a picture. Do you see it in your bank account? Do you see it kind of as wads of money? Is it, you know, on your printed statement? You just bring up that visualization, that visual representation of what that number represents for you. What does it look like? And now as you imagine that number and however it's represented for you, I want you to imagine being paid double that amount of money for the same amount of work. See it doubling. So if you've seen it on your bank account, see that number on your bank account doubling. If it's on a printed statement, see the amount doubling. So this is the same amount of money, so double the amount of money for the same amount of work. What does it look like? What does it feel like when you imagine that figure, that doubled figure? So now I want you to think about what's your intended income. So let's just say you currently earn £5,000 months when you want to earn £10,000 months. So we want to be aligned with 10,000. We're going to be aligned with that. So that figure that you've just doubled, I want you to double it again. I want you to double that again. See what it looks and feels like. I want you to go there. Go right into that version of you that's earning that double what you wanted, what you intended for her. Be that woman right now that's earning double what you even wanted, what you even intended. Notice how that feels. Maybe that's a little bit uncomfortable. I want you to keep pushing through, keep visualizing it. Now let's just say you provide a service and you can now see all these clients coming to you, your ideal clients. How amazing is it to be speaking with your ideal clients? And these clients are happily invested in you. They are happily investing at that higher rate for you, your service and your product. I want you to keep visualizing this now. You're now going to double that figure again. Double it again. See how high you can go. How high can you go with that number? Keep taking it higher and higher and higher. Again, maybe you're seeing your bank account going up and up, or the cash flowing to you. Just see how high that number can go. Allow your mind to expand to receive those large amounts of money. Just take it up to the absolute limit of what you can imagine being paid. Just go right up to that upper limit for you. Give yourself permission to earn higher. Open yourself up to possibilities. What else can you do to make your number even higher? You're opening yourself up to new ways of earning money, more ways to make money, more ways to bring more money into your life. So see how high your income can go when you're bringing in all of these other ways of earning money. Now I want you to open your eyes and just think about your current income now. Think about that number again, that your thermostat, that number that you're used to seeing, and imagine increasing it by 10%, 20%. And now suddenly, how do you feel about that intended goal, your intended income? How possible does it feel now, right now, to earn 20% more than you currently are? 50% more. How does that feel now? Most people say that now, it feels great as suddenly you're earning that amount. It doesn't feel that much, that far away. You've stepped into that higher energy. Some people even say that original, the original figure that you wanted, that you intended, feels too low now. I want you to do this exercise more and more, all the time. Do it all of the time. Keep pushing it, especially when you feel uncertain, and certainly before you do any sales calls, or when you're engaging with your clients, etc. When it's about exchanging money, do it more there. And the more and more you do it, the easier it will be for you to see your income increasing and you earning more and more money. It seems easier, doesn't it, Liz? It seems so much easier. Okay, take one more deep breath. One more deep breath. Just ask yourself, how do you feel about that number now? Does it feel much more possible to earn more than the cap you placed on yourself? You're expanding your mind with this, Everything now becomes more possible because you're training your mind to do this. And going forward, I want you to give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to earn more. And drop me a note if you'd like to be, if you want more information on the Mega Success Mindset Accelerator program, that a couple of the ladies are all in here. Yeah, yay, Chantal, that 20% increase now seems too low. Amazing. It really does, doesn't it? So keep on doing that, and track it. Track your the income as well. So if you'd like to know more about the Mega Success Mindset Accelerator that we are doing, the next round will be in September. The ladies that are in the group already are actually making huge strides already. Brilliant, very, very possible. Yay, look at that face. It feels better and definitely possible. Please drop me a note if you would like more information about taking this journey a bit further. And have a wonderful day, everybody. And I'll catch you again next week. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.